Good evening, school board members, Mr. Superintendent, distinguished guests, parents, and friends. On behalf of the faculty and staff of Olympic Heights Community High School, I would like to welcome you to the commencement ceremony for the class of 2020. We gathered today to celebrate our amazing Olympic Heights High School seniors. Please refer to our virtual program for the order of events. Following this welcome, you will be hearing from a variety of speakers and performers, including the Superintendent of Palm Beach County Schools, Dr. Donald Fenoy, Chairman of the School Board, Mr. Frank Barbieri, School Board Member, Ms. Karen Brill, along with the Valedictorian, Salutatorian, and SGA President. You will also be able to enjoy a performance from our virtual choir, Soundsation, led by Mr. Richard Andrecchio. As we begin, I would also like to recognize the most important people in the process that have led us to this point, and that's the parents, grandparents, guardians, and other relatives of our graduates. This is a day that you should be very proud, and I thank you for supporting your children through these years. I also would like to recognize our tremendous faculty and staff of Olympic Heights High School. I truly feel blessed to have the opportunity to work with one of the best faculties in all of Palm Beach County. We begin this commencement ceremony with the Pledge of Allegiance. Please remain standing for the national anthem, sung by our award-winning choral group, Soundsation. Leading us in the pledge is our senior class vice president, Sophie Swartz.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Hello, and congratulations to the high school class of 2020. You did it. Own it. Be proud of it. You are a graduate of the A-rated school district of Palm Beach County, and that says a lot about you. And while we're passing around virtual high fives, let's reach out to your family and friends who are joining us from your home, online, or on TV this evening as we mark this milestone in your amazing academic career. They played a very big role in your success, and we applaud them. Seniors, although we are physically separated this evening, make no mistake, we are united in our admiration for your success. Class of 2020, let's get real. How remarkable and ironic it is that you devoted the last 13 years of your life to education, while some of the most poignant and everlasting lessons you have learned occurred over the past 2 months, during the final stretch of your high school career. The district's theme heading into the new year was 2020 Vision. Now that's ironic. 2020 Vision? Nobody saw this reality coming. A pandemic named Corona, or translated crown because of the way the virus appears under a microscope, changed life as we knew it. It may look like a crown, but let me tell you, it's been a royal pain. So let's reflect for a few minutes. For 13 years, you learned vocabulary. But again, Some of the most memorable words or phrases you will never forget you learned over the last 2 months. For starters, social distancing. As a society, we thrive on camaraderie, collaboration, and community. Think about that. The things you probably took for granted 2 months ago are now more important than ever to you. Being in a physical classroom on your campus with your teachers, classmates, and friends, sitting side by side. The loving hug of a grandparent. That is just too risky to share right now. Going to the beach or the mall, spending birthdays together. Or here's a big one, celebrating your graduation. Distance learning. If someone had said to you that you would be spending the last 2 months of high school in a Google Classroom, full-time from home, maybe even in your pajamas, you would have thought they were crazy. But that's exactly what you did. You and your teachers pivoted with remarkable dexterity and efficiency, and just made it work. Essential workers. That includes our medical heroes and also the many other brave souls who didn't have the luxury of staying home. The people who we depend on day in and day out to stock our grocery store shelves, to deliver food and prescriptions, to serve the more than 2 million free meals that the School District of Palm Beach County has distributed to students since our schools closed on March 13th. Okay, in some cases, our heroes do wear capes. You, our esteemed graduates, are also essential. You are essential to your families, to your friends, and to the future of our country. You may feel isolated and frustrated right now, and that is understandable. But I also hope that you take great comfort in knowing that we are all in this together. Your lives will be forever influenced and many decisions shaped by this unprecedented global fight against coronavirus. These are not times to forget. Years from now, when you reflect, this just won't be a frightening time of inconvenience and uncertainty. You will view this as a challenge that you conquered. It's made you stronger, resilient. It's taught you the importance of fraternity, family, and friends. This collective disappointment that you and the entire global class of 2020 is experiencing is valid. You missed out on all of those rituals and traditions that many graduates before you probably took for granted. But I also believe that this current state may very well end up being your most profound catalyst for accomplishing great things. A springboard to your future success and how your journey will leave permanent footprints and impact future generations. You have the power to make sure that your children and grandchildren never experience anything like this. In the class of 2020, we have future doctors, nurses, scientists, and mathematicians who may very well develop the solution to eliminating future pandemics, or at the very least, make our world more fundamentally prepared for the unexpected. We have future business leaders and lawmakers who will demand more efficiency and oversight. You have future bankers and stockbrokers who will work amid a new economic and financial order. We have future educators who will teach in a whole new way while also reminding generations of students of their potential. They will deliver that lesson from the wisdom of knowing tough times and the experience that comes from adapting and rising to a challenge. I encourage you to channel any negative thoughts and use them as a source for motivation to set personal goals. Stay on course and use the redefined 2020 vision to be laser focused on discovering what will make you feel fulfilled, accomplished, and appreciated. If you believe in yourself, if you remain true to yourself, continue to educate yourself, you'll have everything you need to find the right path for you. Many of you are now the first in your family to graduate high school. That's fantastic. Your parents are beaming with pride. Every parent and guardian wants their child to have a better life than they had. You are proving today that is possible. Despite what the news and the headlines and what the social media might tell you, the future is bright. I know that it is bright because I know you. This class, the class of 2020, has already had a profound impact on your community. Your principals, teachers, and I were humbled by your altruism as you supported the people of the Bahamas who were devastated by Hurricane Dorian. You sent supplies, equipment, and money. You've cooked up and provided meals for the elderly over the holidays. You've created programs such as We Dine Together to ensure that no student sits alone in the cafeteria or courtyard during lunch. You sent a contingent of students to Tallahassee to lobby elected officials for additional support regarding mental health for students and staff, not out of concern for yourself, but out of concern for your peers. For these reasons and countless others, I know the future is bright. You are the sum of all of the great things that you have done, that you are doing, and that you will do. Walk with your head up and your shoulders back. Be proud of who you are and where you come from. Since becoming superintendent, I've looked forward to shaking the hand of every graduate who crosses the stage. That's about 14,000 hands each year. I regret that I won't be able to take part in that annual tradition. But please know that I look forward to the day when our paths cross and I congratulate you in person. No matter where your journey takes you after high school, and may that journey be extraordinary, my hope is that you will return to our community with your hard-won wisdom and play an instrumental role in our future growth. You will be welcomed with open arms. In Palm Beach County, we always leave the light on so you can find your way home. I want you to stay safe, stay healthy, and most of all, stay strong. You are the class of 2020.
Good evening, graduates. I've been to more graduations than I can remember, but your graduation, well, we share a common bond that you most likely never recognized. When you were in elementary school, your principal called you his or her kids, and then you moved on to middle school, where your new principal claimed you as his or her kids. Finally, you got here to high school, and one last time, another principal claimed you. Each of your principals had you for a few years, but you and I, we've really been in this together since the beginning because, you see, 12 years ago, I was elected to the school board, and 12 years ago, you started first grade. Over those years, I was invited and had the privilege to read books to you in your elementary school classrooms, to attend and speak at your end-of-year programs, your moving on ceremonies, your garden, media center, and reading room dedications, your carnivals where I watched you throw a ball to dunk your willing principals into a tub of water, and I've attended your basketball, football, baseball, and soccer games, your band concerts, and your plays. I watched some of you bravely get your head shaved at St. Baldrick's Day to lovingly show kids with cancer that they weren't alone, and the list goes on and on. I have seen your challenges and have been able to share in your victories. I remember some of your names from those early years, not as many as I used to because I'm getting really old. But the point is, I've had the distinct honor of calling you my kids since your first day of first grade 12 years ago. And although I have attended every graduation ceremony at this high school for each of the last 11 years, this year, 2020, was the year I was going to say goodbye to each of my kids by seeing you smile and shaking your hand as you walked across that stage with your diploma. It breaks my heart that I won't have that opportunity, but I want you to know I'll always remember the class of 2020 because you and I, we started first grade together. I wish you the very best as you begin your journey, not as kids, but as young adults. I know you will be successful in life because I had the honor of witnessing your successes for all of these years and this crowning achievement. I will close by leaving you with a slight variation of words of wisdom from Winston Churchill. You will make a living by what you get, but you will make a life by what you give. May God bless you with a long, happy, healthy, and prosperous life.
Congratulations, graduates. I wish I could be there with you today to celebrate your success, to shake your hands, or to give you a hug. You are the historic graduating class of 2020. I know that you are going to go out and do great things and make this world a better place. Congratulations, graduates.
Our next speaker is our salutatorian, Allison Graniera. She is the daughter of Adam and Jennifer Graniera. She will be attending the University of Miami, where she will major in finance.
Good evening, class of 2020. Congratulations on finally crossing the finish line. I guess this isn't exactly how we planned to end our senior year. Girls all dressed up for prom with no place to go other than their backyards for a quick photo shoot. Blank yearbook pages where friends and teachers would normally sign. And maybe even pajamas under your cap and gown rather than formal attire. As a cyber generation, it may seem fitting that we are participating in a virtual graduation through our home computers. Yet, some of the thrill of accomplishment is missing. Unable to smile at friends a few rows back, cheer for peers as they walk across the stage, or even complain to neighbors about the boring speeches, a lack of physical interaction has dimmed our enthusiasm. Months into quarantine, as we are all victims of the social distancing blues, we crave the ability to see friends, go to school events, play sports, and do pretty much anything that doesn't involve being locked in a house with our parents. I mean, there are only so many Tiger King episodes to watch. But a couple of months ago, we were sitting in class surrounded by all of our friends, and I wonder if we appreciated that closeness when we had it. Did we spend our downtime with our faces buried in our phones, scrolling through endless feeds on social media? With a headphone in one ear and thumbs rapidly texting away, were all of our senses fixated on screens rather than engaging in conversation with our classmates? I wonder what we would do now if we could have those moments back. So even though we're catching up with our friends on Zoom calls and looking forward to seeing their tiny little faces in class video chats, virtual relations aren't satisfying our need to connect with the outside world. Physical interaction, even with the 6-foot buffer, appears to be the only source of true gratification. Our generation has been coming up with new inventive ways to socialize, such as participating in birthday car parades and standing outside homes with posters filled with congratulatory wishes. In other words, we're pretty much doing anything to fill that empty void. So as you're sitting at home watching this recorded video, I just want to remark on an important realization. We must not take in-person closeness for granted. Technology cannot replicate actual human contact. This prolonged physical separation has us anxiously waiting for the quarantine to be lifted so that we could spend our Saturday afternoons in bikini tops and high-waisted shorts, blasting loud music and playing ping pong at Darties. Our Sundays playing in intense spike ball tournaments on the hot sandy beach, arguing over whether the previous play was a rim shot. As the OH senior class of 2020, we will never again underestimate the true value of being physically surrounded by the ones who mean the most to us. Thank you.
Before our next address, Soundsation and our choral seniors will sing You'll Never Walk Alone with Climb Every Mountain by Rodgers and Hammerstein, arranged by Mark Hayes, and directed by our very own Mr. Richard Andrecchio. valedictorian, Maxwell Wyatt. Max is the son of Jim and Jamie Wyatt. He will be attending Duke University, where he will be majoring in mechanical engineering.
Good evening, class of 2020, families and faculty. Congratulations on making it to this remarkable milestone. Of course, it's unfortunate we aren't celebrating this moment in the same room, but for those of you that know me, you know this probably saved me from forgetting my shoes or showing up late. Anyways, thank you teachers and faculty members for creating an environment for us to thrive and develop into the successful individuals that we are today. A special thank you to my family. As many of you know, my mom was supposed to be standing on stage with me today, but what matters most is she's been standing right by my side for every other step of the way. Thank you, Dad, for providing me with a moral compass and always keeping my focus in the right direction. And now thank you to all of our families for not only giving us every opportunity to succeed in high school, but for dealing with us moping around the house these past few months. And on the topic of this unexpected COVID-19 break, this pandemic has certainly put a damper on our senior year. However, it is even more devastating to me that millions of families around the world are dealing with loss and unemployment that is unparalleled in recent history. I know that it has taught us to never take what we have for granted. Still, I encourage everyone to find any way to turn this situation into opportunity. In our abundance of free time, I've seen people riding bikes daily, creating home workouts, spending time on Zoom with friends, and for me, I decided to learn Braille. Don't ask me why. For the class of 2020 specifically, though, facing adversity is nothing new for us. Being born amongst the 9/11 terrorist attacks is out of the ordinary just to start off. But since then, we've weathered many other storms that have come our way, including but not limited to the MSD shooting, the coronavirus, and the death of some childhood icons like Kobe Bryant and Mac Miller. But as Mac once said, people change, things go wrong, but just remember, life goes on. And through every obstacle we face, this senior class has only become tighter. And most importantly, we always work to improve our situation together. And that leads me to the fact that the class of 2020 never settles for mediocrity. In our high school story, we've never settled for being a character in someone else's book because we always knew we were meant to be the author of our own. So let's run it back to chapter 1, freshman year. Did you guys know that OH went from a B school to an A school the year we came? I'm not going to jump to any conclusions, but let's give some credit where credit is due. Then, in our final high school chapter, senior year, our cheerleading team made it to nationals, our boys and girls soccer teams made historic district runs, we created Heights' first ever lacrosse and rugby teams, and we had our first ever 2-time state champion in wrestling. Of course, our coaches and mentors have played huge roles in our success. For me, Coach Mears and Coach Carruthers have taught me that the only obstacle in the way of my success is myself. And I'm sure your coaches have done similar deeds. Overall, this extraordinary class has never settled and always sought positive improvement. I mean, look at our transition from the whip to the whoa. Remarkable, I know. Not to mention half of us are TikTok famous. Well, at least we think we are. Either way, we knew that this was our high school experience, and we took it into our own hands to make it one heck of a ride. And you know, I've heard a lot of people saying recently that senior year was supposed to be a movie, but turned into a short film instead. Honestly, I think it's been more of a trailer, a preview of the types of people that we are and the types of feats we can accomplish. And that's why I know we're going to continue to be pioneers for greatness in the future. I may have been #1 in high school HPA, but as we move on, greatness will not mean grades, nor even making lots of money, but leaving every place, every situation a little better than it was before we got there. And we've certainly done that here. Every great leader started right where we are today. The only difference is they never settled for anything but the best, and neither will we. So class of 2020, please continue to be the author of your own book and never look back. Thank you.
Our final speaker is our student body president, Teresa Calandrio. Teresa is the daughter of Rick and Joan Calandrio. She will be attending the University of Central Florida, where she will be majoring in occupational therapy.
Let me begin by thanking my family for all their love and support. My dad was student body president in 1981, and my sister was the Olympic Heights student body president in 2015. So I guess you could say this is a family tradition. Class of 2020, this chapter of our stories is coming to an end, and what's next is only the beginning. Times like these make you realize that you never truly know what is going to happen, but with everything going on in the world, we still manage to push through and see the light at the end of the tunnel. We must see these obstacles as opportunities in disguise, and we must learn from them. Look at the pictures of your classmates and think about the impact you have made on each other's lives. Some of us have been together for the past 12 years and some only for the last 4, yet we will always cherish the memories we made together. These times have been some of our best and worst, and we will be telling our future families about this part of our lives. From our very first pep rally where we had to wear white as little freshies, to the very last pep rally where we wore Mardi Gras colors, these memories will forever hold a spot in our hearts. Through thick and thin, our class has stuck by each other and been a support system. And during tragedies like Stoneman Douglas, we stood together and demanded change. As one entity, we organized a walkout and proved that even though we are children, our voices should be heard and are worth listening to. Movements we created during that time are still going strong today. Who would have thought that 2 years later, our senior year would be cut short? That the experiences we wanted to make with our friends at prom, grad bash, and graduation would not go according to plan. I am saddened that our last moments together were moments of confusion. That most of us did not know it would be the last time we would be with our friends and teachers. COVID-19 will forever be known as the time where the world took a pause, and our class will be in the history books as the class that wasn't able to experience what every high schooler should. But our class will also be in history books as the class that rose to the challenge and made the best of a tragic situation. And yet, our class still has so much to look forward to. We could throw our own ceremonies with the people we cherish and love. We can make new and unique memories with the class of 2020 that will forever be remembered. Whether your next step is college, work, the military, or maybe even a gap year full of travel, which we all wish we could have, the bonds and memories that you create will last a lifetime. Fellow classmates, I don't think we could have had the experiences we have had without each other, and I want to thank all of you for impacting my life. As Judy Garland once said, always be a first-rate version of yourself instead of a second-rate version of somebody else. So class of 2020, here's to staying passionate, remaining spirited, and continuing to become the truest versions of ourselves. Congratulations.
Seniors, congratulations on reaching this important milestone. It has been an honor to serve as your principal over the last 2 years. During your high school years, you have endured many changes, from increased security measures to the arrival of a new principal and transitioning from traditional learning to school to online distance learning. In spite of all these changes, you have continued to flourish. I truly hope you have many treasured memories of your high school experience. Throughout the last 4 years, you have made lifelong friendships, were taught by some amazing educators, and made significant accomplishments along the way. There are National Merit Scholars, Pathfinder winners, Ivy League acceptances amongst you all, and altogether, you have over $8 million awarded in scholarships. Many of you do not only earned your high school diploma, but your ACE diploma as well. You should be extremely proud of all you have accomplished thus far. Over the last 2 years, I've had the privilege of getting to know you. We have enjoyed pep rallies, sporting events, and other school-wide activities. Unfortunately, we didn't get to experience your last few months of high school together. Sure, many of you participated in a virtual prom with John Krasinski, who reminds us there is always some good news, or FaceTimed a group of friends on house party, maybe participated in drive-through birthday celebrations. We are even having a virtual graduation right now to culminate your high school years. I realize this is not how any of us wanted this year to end. However, I am hopeful that through all of these disappointments, we have had the opportunity to learn some lifelong lessons that we can use in the future. First, always be thankful. Be thankful for everything and everyone you have in your life. Most of us were privileged enough we still had a roof over our head and food to put on the table. Although many lost their jobs, many of us were fortunate to continue working. It didn't matter the type of job, we learned to be thankful to have a job. Be thankful for having healthy loved ones. Many were not so fortunate and did not have the opportunity to hold their loved one's hand while they said goodbye. Always keep a positive outlook and take in all you have to be thankful for in your life, no matter how difficult it may seem in the moment. Always make time for those you love. Slow down and spend quality time with your loved ones. Never get so busy that you forget to set time aside to spend it with those you love the most. As a wife, mother, daughter, and sister, I can honestly tell you that I am guilty of this. As you get busy with work and life in general, many times you tend to take advantage of those you love the most. This pandemic has forced us to spend quality time together and truly rely on each other for strength and guidance. I hope you will always remember to do this. This experience has reminded us to always stay humble and kind. It is not a secret that my mission this year at OH was to spread kindness, as I constantly reminded students and staff that kindness matters. Plato said, "Be kind because everyone you meet is fighting a hard battle." That truly tells the story of this virus. Some people lost their jobs, others are alone and have no one to spend time with, and still others are suffering from depression and other mental health issues. We have seen story after story on the news about lessons in humility, from the healthcare workers and first responders to the grocery store workers. These people have put others' needs before their own, truly demonstrating the definition of humility. You wake up every day with a choice to choose love, give love, and love everyone always, as Harry Styles reminds us frequently. My hope for all of you is that you always remember to be humble and kind. As you finish one milestone and move on to the next chapter in your life, some of you will join the military, others will head off to college or a trade school, and some will immediately join the workforce. Regardless of your chosen path, I hope you always remember these lifelong lessons learned during these unprecedented times. Seniors, you were born during 9/11 and are graduating during a worldwide pandemic. You are the epitome of true perseverance, determination, and strength. I know that great successes and accomplishments are in store for all of you. I will be rooting for each and every one of you and can't wait to see what the future holds. Good luck in all that you do. Make us proud, and remember, you will always be a lion. Congratulations, class of 2020. Now, it is my honor to present Olympic Heights class of 2020, read by Natalie Lima.
Maxwell James Wyatt, Allison Graniera, Ari Justin Silver, Jack Brendan Miner, Sophia Valerie Keene, Alexa H. Domash, Cassandra Joy Biasmensky, Dylan S. Smirlick, Bradley A. Shack, Francois R. Corey, Marie Pruse, Ricardo Abad, Hassan A. Abla, Sarah Destiny Axius, Ariana Valencia Albernaz, Valerie Alexander, Abdurrahman Al-Halabi, Avery Michelle Allen, Allison Alperin, Ahmed Al-Samari, Emma Alva, Rose Darling Alvarez, Kevin Brandão Alves, David Jason Ames, Joshua Amari, Roni Amsalem Shalef, Vanessa Angarita, Michelle Angulo, Ryan Ankrom, Daniel Antal, Jacqueline Antunes, William Anusbigian, Mark Araoz, Anna Araujo, Brian Wilkinson Araujo, Juan Arias, Adam Arista, Alice Sammy Asi, Nicholas Matthew Attila, Jacob Azizian, Gabriel Bachman, Tony Bashur, Mia Bajorvik, Juliana Baltadano, Amelia Bamaka, Giovanna E. Baptiste, Jad Fawad Barakat, Michael W. Barashik, Natalia C. Barbudo, Ethan E. Barco, Alex Barna, Brett Barnett, Bailey Rose Borofsky, Alexa A. Barrera, Feli Barrios Velasquez, Vinicius Villar de Barros, Exabriana Barton, Eduarda M. Bastos, Oriana I. Bautista, Jonathan Patrick Baxter, Olivia Vera, Nalisha Benoit, Michelle Eve Bearglass, Hannah Paige Berkowitz, Marcelith Bernal, Emmanuel Bernesh, Jacob A. Burstein, Cassandra Bienami, Talisha Bienami, Peter Bilton, Brandon M. Bloom, Victoria Bolander, Daniel Bonaldi, Elena Bonanno, Valentina Bonnet, Marissa Bory, Cole Bosch, Amanda Bosco, Andrew John Bosquet, Farah E. Bouls, Daniel Braga, João Marcos Rodrigues Braga, Chase Briguccia, Jake Brofman, Cassidy Brown, Austin Joseph Brown, Bianca Cheryl Bruni, Bailey Bruni, Jessica G. Budin, Cole Jordan Buffa, Michelle Buford Estrada, Anna E. Burley, Gavin Niles Butera, Jamera Butler, Gavin I. Cabreja, Diego Cabrera, Flavia Cabrera, Natalie Rose Calderon, Daniel Camargo, Alexandra Campanelli, Davi Bizigati Cantizani, Lily Cow, Angel Capetillo, Ricardo Capello, Jonathan R. Caputo, Sophia Caravelis, Sophia Caravetta, Isadora Cardozo de Araújo, Andrea Renice Carey, Brian Carlier, Eduarda Xisto Carneiro, Victoria Sarah Carroll, Joshua Castillo, Natalia Castillo, Gabriel Cavalcanti, Fernanda Caesar, Madeline Chamorro, Kaylin Alexandra Champenois, Daniel Chaparro, Eric Chang, Ryan McNeil Cherry, Lubens Chevalon, Christy H. Chur, Elena Lauren Chung, Luca Chuka, Adelaide Claiborne, Doreen Claire Saint, Starlene Claire Saint, Jada Klein, Matthew B. Cohen, Samuel Aiden Cohen, Teresa Ann Calandrio, Christian Calito, Gianni Colon, Paige L. Colson, Gabriella Concha, Kayla Marie Connors, Justin Cooper, Alicia Folly Coronho, Maria Correa, Bruno Costa, Kaylina Costa, Caitlin Carinza Cunningham. Julia P. Bahosha. Caroline R. Da Silva. Isabel Da Silva. Rafael P. Da Silva. Karen Dam. Alessandra Dangor. Gandhi Dantas. Anthony Diarduini. Salem Karim Deradaya. Leticia De Souza Da Silva. Morgan Chloe Davidovsky. Charles Davis. Anthony DeWad. Maggie De Almeida. Vinicius de Moraes. Ana de Oliveira Obando. Olivia De Backer. Jamal Decius. Preston Jackson Decker. Patrick John DeClemente. Daniela Anna Del Judis. Ty Delaney. Morgan Danielle Dellabella. Joseph DiMartini. Alexander Anthony Derrickson. Jill Donani. Christopher Diana. Eric Diaz. Felipe Adrian Diaz Souza. Isabella Mia Diaz. Ahmad Diang. Jonathan DeFusco. Giovanna Joreach. Amber Mackenzie Don. Daniel Donofrio. Nicholas Edward Dorfman. Benjamin Luke Dowsel. Gabrielle Duarte. Pietra Lupi Duet. Audrey Duong Van. Ethan Antonio Edge. Fariella Iid. Isabel Marie Eisenberg. Nadal El Marquis. Brandon Emmerich. Saina Stacy Emil. Jacqueline Emmerich. Adrian Eng. Gabrielle Jordan Engelman. Sofia Esposita. Jose N. Estrada. Shenya Eugene. Keith R. Evans Jr. Alexander Federico. Kayla Feeney. Serenity Figueroa. Nakai Finley. Max Foreman. Megan A. Foster. Rashonda Francois. Zachary Freeman. Bruno Ramon Freire Azevedo. Matthew Frignani. Saffron Brooke Fryer. Giselle I. Funes. Camilla S. Gabarin. Michaela Grace Gable. Amanda C. Galasso. Mason Galinsky. Liliana Gallacher. Listonique L. Gallimore. Diego P. Gama. Esteban Gaona. Allison K. Garcia. Sebastian Garcia. Lamont E. Gardiner Jr. Joshua Lawrence Geffen. Jennifer Geller. Jordan Nicole Geller. Sarah Gerstein. Natalie Frances Giltman. Mallory Michelle Ginsberg. Jonathan Aaron Goldberg. Zachary Goldstein, Jessica Gomez, Joan Gomez, Claudia Maria Gonzalez, Alexis Isabel Gonzalez, Andres F. Gonzalez, Jailamar Gonzalez, Noah Gonzalez, Lauren Goodman, Jacob Gottfried, Michael Greenberg, Michael Greff, Cameron A. Grippo, Gabriela Guerra Lucino, Daniela Guidon, Adam Patrick Guerreri, Alexa Dara Haas, Crystal Marie Hagan, Nick Haken, Shoshana Rose Halperin, Emily Amjed Hamden, Sarah Hamilton, Victoria Hansen, Adam Harb, Jimena Hartley, Callista Gale Hayden, Sean Michael Heath, Jonathan S. Heiderick, Kyle Hernandez, Daniela Herrera Martinez, Christy Diane Herrera, Sarah Hawk, Kyle D. Hogan, Kevin Michael Hopkins, Mir Shahima Hossein, Joanna Houle, Alice Malone Hugh, Dylan Hudoletnik, Evan Hurwitz, Skylar M. Hyman, Maria Rafiq Ibrahim, Jackson Idzior, Christian J. Ippolito, Adrian S. Ivansica, Flavio Ease Neto, Carla Jackson, Dylan Jacobs, Ryan C. Jacobs, Shintong Yang, Jansen Joseph, Jared Kahn, Celine Kankalian, Kyle Katzner, Andrew Warren K, Alina Naima Khan, Oliver Kylie, Kaylina Kitchen, Connor Kosarog, Genevieve Elena Krieger, Faith Ann Kohlberg, Julian Kulinich, Jacob S. Qten, Erica Lane, Anita Lamb, Samantha Rose Lamb, Sophia Grace Lambert, Jillian Lapis, Gianni LaPlante, Ethan Lazazzera, Trinity Lee, Hannah L. Legerman, Daniel Leno, Carolina Baccaro Leoncini, Aiden Lesser, Justin Levesky, Lindsay Jade Levitt, Alexis Maribel Lewis, Daniel Lima, Gabrielle Alves Lima, Giovanna Lima, Nicholas Angel Linares, Ethan Littman, Chandler DeAndre Logan, Jamal Andre London, Jared S. London, Eduardo Victorino Lopez, Ryan Lacido, William A. Luke Jacobson, Jackson Mace, Aloysio A. Machado, Melissa Aileen Mackenzie, Michaela S. Magalhães, Michaela Erin Magalnicki, Elizabeth Robin Mayone, William N. Mayone, Devanshu Mysoria, Mary Majarian, Susie Dos Reis Maldonado, Jason Malcasian, Stephen Manwaring, Dariana Marcano Sanchez, Stalacy Marcel, Larissa Marin, Mary Beth Marin, Giovanni Martinez, Rebecca C. Martinez, Eric D. Martins, Carissa Maselli, Sydney Messina, Sabrina McCoy, Michael McGrath, Ethan Samuel McLean, Joshua Mendez, Carla Tiu Mendoza, Rafael C. Menezes, Evanel Luis Sam Mervelith, Ashley Elizabeth Mesa, Anna Miguel Francisco, Michael Mijares, Michael Robert Miller Jr., Trinity Minor, Ephra N. Mosen, Blocktrion Moreland, Juan C. Murillo, Sebastian Murillo, Cameron Moss, Danae E. Moulton, Maria Amelia Moya, Christopher Dean Murrow, Brianna L. Murphy, Alec Mercilly, John I. Nardone, Sarah Nascimento, Isaac Ezekiel Navar, Tanisha Nazaire, Michael James Nemery, Mateus Franco das Neves, Pedro Franco das Neves, Hannah Newman, Carolyn Nugent, Natalia Elizabeth O'Flaherty, Brandon Oken, Giogo Oliveira, Angeli Olivencia, David Ornelas, Dara B. Ort, Carly O'Shatz, Andrew Scott Osinoff, Shane Ostfeld, Ryan Otiniano, Jackson David Padron, Leah Pagones, Angelina Francesca Palermo, Nicholas De Niro Palmenteri, Nicole Palomino, Alexandru Panate, Valerie Suzette Panecki, Justin D. Parison, Nathan N. Park, Abigail M. Paulino, Julia Elizabeth Pfeiffer, Alexandra Isabel Perez, Ixoxy Perez, Lauren Perez, Danielle B. Perlman, Ariel Renee Perry, Ashley Heather Perry, Carissa Petroza, Jimmy Fan, Clarevins Philistine, Enzo Piki, Alexandra Gabriela Pichardo, Anthony Pichardo, Jason Paul Douglas Pierce, Patrick Z. Pierre, Christian Pineda Lopez, Felipa Pinheiro, Trevor Plum, Lior Polani, Carl Michael Poli, Lindsay Pulaski, Nicholas Pompil, Eden Lee Portal, Matthew Prezeres, Brandon A. Rocklin, Daniela Ramirez, Angeli Ramirez Barrientos, Bruna Viana Ramos, Joshua Richard Ricor, Dylan Blake Rellis, Chris Reyes, Rafael Rezendi, Gianfranco Retza Monsalve, Gabriella Page Rica, Zoe Parker Riddensbacher, Valeria Rivas, David J. Rivera, Ethan Rivera, Ladely Rivera, Saida Z. Riseby, Autumn Sky Rochelle, Alejandro Rodriguez, Angela Lucida Rodriguez, Valerie K. Rodriguez, Lucas M. Romaine, Nikolai Romanenko, Ricardo Rondon, Jacob A. Rubin, Sydney Elena Radzinskis, Samantha L. Russell, Kevin Thomas Saul, Sebastian Salamanca, Brandon Andres Salinas, Justin Salk, Ethan Brandon Sam, Jonice Sanchez, Sebastian Sanchez, Olivia J. Santana, Stephen Santana, Brian J. Santiago, Agatha Barbara Santos, Victor A. Sardone, Nicole Soria Tuero, Sophia Sasu, Wilkinson Saul, Michael Scamboni, Lauren Rose Scheiket, Greta Madeline Sherrick, Robert Schiavone, Brianna May Schlosser, Benjamin Schneider, Derek Schumacher, Dylan Schudemeyer, Kiara Chanel Scott, Matthew S. Shaw, Connor Shea, Daniel Shevtsov, Matthew Alexander Shook, Anna Sierron, Alexandre Silva, Kevin Silva, Naylor Silva, Nicole Oliveira Silva, Angel Silva Magana, William Andrew Silver, Jose Simbaco, Donatella Luna Skoll, Dylan Slater, Jasmine Ariel Smiley, Danielle Smith, Gabriel S. Suarez, Ariam O. Soto, Camila Sotomayor, Julia Souza, Natalie Frady Souza, Stone Spadaccini, Joshua Stack, Hunter Strong, Brandon Stoltz, Sophie Swartz, Joshua Tang, Matthew Kyle Texira, Samuel Elliott Trikel, Madison Thigpen, Julia Ribeiro Tomé, Sophia Ribeiro Tomé, Jason B. Tomosen, Maria Tonoli, Nestor L. Torres, Thomas Torres, Xavier Raul Torres, Gavin Tran, Joseph Tricomi, Victoria Trulikova, Jacob Scott Tucker, Ozzie Spencer Timich, Oriana I. Ulysses, Brian Urquia, Jackson Valmir, Anna Vardanyan, Melanie Vasquez, Natalie Viega, Edwin Noé Velazquez, Roberto Velazquez Ramos, Rebecca Venegas, Hope Lauren Victor, Gabriela Denise Villatoro, E. Harley Villegas, Deandra Fernandez Villela, Rachel Vong, Braden Daniel Walden, Roshan Nathaniel Walters, Bridget Veronica Ward, Vinicius N. Waterkemper, Maria Eduarda Wendhausen Senna, Hannah Elizabeth White, Parker S. Widener, Donald A. Williams Jr., Caitlin M. Wilner, Franklin Wynn, Ethan W. Wabb, Ian K. Yago, Taylor M. Youngblood, Nicola Zachlin, Amanda Cardenas Zaniboni, Nirei Zhao, Tala R. Zubi.
Seniors, please stand. I hereby declare the students here before you have satisfactorily completed all requirements and standards of high school as prescribed by the Florida Department of Education and the School District of Palm Beach County. It is with a great deal of pride that I present to you for graduation the senior class of Olympic Heights Community High School, class of 2020. Our senior class co-presidents, Andrew Osinoff and Samuel Turcow, will now lead the senior class in the turning of the tassel.
To my fellow class of 2020. Seniors, you may now move your tassels from right to left. Congrats class of 2020.